We are now on question number 9, miscellaneous exercise, chapter 3, trigonometric function, class 11th. Now, in this question, we have to find the value of sine x by 2, cos x by 2, and tan x by 2. And further, it says that when the value of cos x is minus 1 by 3, and where x lies on the third quadrant. So the x here, x lies here, this here, that is the third quadrant. Now here we'll be using half angle property in order to find out sine x by 2 and cos x by 2. So the identity we'll be applying is this. That is cos 2a is equal to 2 cos square a minus 1. So let's begin with what we have. Like say, if I say that if applying this identity, if cos 2a is 2 cos square a minus 1, then cos x should be what? 2 cos square x over 2 minus 1. Now, if I replace cos x with its value, that is minus 1 by 3, it's going to be minus 1 by 3 into 2, that multiplied by cos square x by 2 minus 1. Now, we'll do more simplification. I'm transposing minus 1 to the other side. So it's minus 1 by 3 plus 1 is equal to 2 cos square x by 2. Simplifying this is going to give you 3 plus minus 1, that is 2 by 3. And transposing this to the 2 to the other side, we get cos square x by 2 as 1 by 3. That means cos square x by 2 is equal to 1 over 3. That means if I have to find cos x by 2, we'll say it is plus minus 1 over under root 3. Now we know the quadrant for the x, right? But we have to get the quadrant for the x by 2. So we know, as for the question, the third quadrant is, this is pi by 2, this is 3 pi by 2. The third quadrant is what? It lies, the third quadrant which is more than pi, the angle that lies on the third quadrant is more than 180, and that is less than 3 pi by 2, that is 270. But as I said, we need to get pi by x by 2. So we'll be multiplying half on every side. So if you multiply half, what we are getting? We are going to get pi by 2, x by 2, and this is 3 pi by 4. So you can figure out that if x lies in the third quadrant, x by 2 lies between, which is more than, x by 2 will lie more than 90 degree and less than 135 degree, right? So you can figure out from here, once again, you can figure out this x by 2 is more than pi by 2 and less than 3 pi by 2. So more than pi by 2 is 90 degree and this is 135 degree. So clearly between 90 to 135, that has to be in the second quadrant. So x by 2 lie in the second quadrant, and in second quadrant, what do we know? We know cos is negative. We know that cos is negative. So out of positive and negative, we'll be writing negative, and the reason is x by 2 lies on the third quadrant, and in the third quadrant, cos is negative. Now, once we are done with cos x by 2, we can see we have to get sin x by 2 also, and tan x by 2. So we can use a trigonometric relation between sine and cos, that is sine square x plus cos square x is 1. Wait a second. So we can find sine. We know that sine square x by 2 is equal to plus minus under root 1 minus cos square x by 2. This is because sine square x by 2 plus cos square x by 2 is 1. So we can find sine square x by 2 as plus minus under root 1 minus cos square x by 2. That means 1 minus the square of this is 1 over 3. So we can simplify it further. We can say that this is, I can write it here. This is sine square x by 2 is equal to plus minus. On simplifying, this is 3 by 2, right? So this is under root So if you simplify this, 3 minus 1 is 2. That is under root 2 by under root 3. Now we have x by 2, as you know, in the second quadrant. In second quadrant, sign is positive. So we'll be saying that sine x by 2 is equal to root 2 by root 3. So we have got sine x by 2. We also got cos x by 2. And then we have to get tan x by 2. So finding tan x by 2. Tan is what? Sine x by 2 over cos x by 2. Sine by cos. So sine is root 2 by root 3 positive. That divided by cos x by 2. So dividing is what? Multiplying with the reciprocal. So I'll be multiplying with the reciprocal of this. That is minus root 3 by 1. Let's get cancelled. So we get minus root 2 as the value of tan x by 2. So tan x by 2 in that case will be minus root 2.